get the quickest lap in there, 13.926 out of the first four cars. Gene Nicholas, 14.908. Greg Bellier, 14.945. And Dave Lilja in the...
Hi.
It is a hot day, Mama's girl.
It's a beautiful day. Very windy, so I'm sure it's hard for y'all to hear me. But it's nice. It's not cold. It's pretty.
You can tell by Mom wearing shorts that she ain't cold.
Yeah, it's in the 70s, I'd say. We are at Lasalle Speedway. Very interesting. When we turned in, we was like, wow, looks like a super speedway. We haven't saw the track yet. This is Mike McKinney's home track from what we understand. So that should be interesting, which Mike's good everywhere up in this area.
Who's Mike McKinney?
The 96M. You'll know by the end of the night.
We raced him at the Dome.
Yeah. And Chase raced him the other night at Kankakee. Yeah, at Kankakee. We raced with him a lot. Anyway, we're going to go try to get a look at this place if we can get in there.
Good, yeah.
To see. Oh, Drake's here. Troutman's here. Well, yeah, we knew that because he was with Fager the other night.
Is that who that is?
No.
No, not that one.
No, that's a fine little get up right there.
That was another merch trailer.
Yeah, that's very nice. Chase needs one of them wheels.
I'm sure they would love it.
Yeah.
Oh, is that Mr. Keith?
Yeah, probably. Yep. Mr. Keith Lawson getting his rig set up over there.
Let me go stand that sign up for him.
What sign?
On top of his trailer.
Oh. Well, I don't know if we can come in there or not.
Oh, well,
He'll be able to tell you right here in a second. Anyway, we'll be back with y'all in a minute. All right, so Mr. Keith Lawson got us a spot up there by him for Adrian to sell merch. Now we're just waiting on Chase and Mikey to get here. It's a struggle nowadays because we don't have our merch cart. We're working out of Tupperwares. We're trying to make sure we got a table. It's always, it's harder than when we had our merch cart, but with that smaller trailer, we can't fit the merch cart. We only got one four-wheeler, so it ought to be, it's a challenge. Every place we go is a different arrangement, and you got to figure out how to get everything where you're going. But man, this looks like, as early as it is right now, and the amount of merch trailers and everything that's here, this looks like it's going to be a heck of a turnout here tonight. So hopefully the racing is really good, and we will see what's up. But thank you to Mr. Keith for saving the day there. So here we go. All right, so the quest to get to the pits has began. Way around there's Mike Marley
Well, Mom's the one
on the
who
lift
said, who
gate
was
there.
that?
I'll have to
So
zoom
we
in.
were at this nice campground. Mom said, I want to go on a little nature path. Well, here's her nature path.
Yeah.
Chase.
So we just saw Chase turn in. So we're trying to get over to him. And we've been about a half a mile so far. Probably another half mile to go.
Walk.
Yep. No worries. I need it. Here we go.
We got one.
Getting our steps in. Woo! Hoo-hoo-hoo! Buddy, buddy!
Oh, I smell it.
What's up, baby? What's
Is
up,
that a
baby? What's
shark
up?
collar? No, that ain't. I thought it was shit. No.
Mike and Chase, what's happening? You had enough of her, you said?
Okay.
Mike, guess what?
What is it?
Generators broke down.
Can't believe it.
Shocker, baby. So we don't know what's wrong, but I'm fixing. I just got done moving all of the merch stuff over there by Mr. Keith, and they gonna let Adrian them set up right by them, and they got a generator running on the trailer, but I'm gonna try to get this thing running here, see if I can find out why it ain't running. So here we go. think they got 60 late models, all really good late models, and they got 32 modifieds here. Really good field, modified and late models. They kind of got a different format than what we're used to. They went ahead and broke us up into a group that we're going to qualify and heat race with. So normally they break it into 2 separate groups and they qualify and then they split them into heat races. Well, now they went ahead and split us into our groups, so we'll qualify and heat race with the same group, and that'll determine who goes to the feature. And yeah, look, pretty excited about tonight. Never been here before. The bleachers are packed over there. That's the front straightaway over there. Man, this place is packed out. Apparently it's been closed down for a few years, and everybody around here is really excited about it. There's only late models and modifieds here, so it's going to be really quick turnaround for us. We all got to bow up, and I think we're ready to go. Here we go.
Thanks, DJ. It's been great to be back here at the Lasalle Speedway. Remember back in 2021, the last 2 times we seen racing here at Lasalle Speedway, and maybe thought we wouldn't see it again, but an awesome field of cars here tonight, including 32 of your cars being modified, and your first group ready to make out onto the race course. And our first car will be 25 out of Sterling. Greg Bellier in the 25 car. Behind him, in the number 45 H out of Success, Mississippi, and he's had a lot of success, including several races land of Lincoln already this spring. That'll be Chase Holland in that 45 car. And right behind him, in the number 99M, that'll be out of Bettendorf, Iowa. That'll be Charlie Moore. Right behind him is the number 5, that'll be Stephen Brooks. It's Great Lakes.
Yeah, they're bringing them out, ain't they?
Solutions Coffee Machine. And right behind him, a couple wins on Mars this year already out of Pontiac, Illinois. That will be the Royal Chassis there. The Madman might be left behind again tonight.
All right, it's time to roll for qualifying. Made a gear change, had a radiator cap blown off. Been pretty hectic, but here we go. We're up in the first group, so about to roll right now. Here we go.
Out of Success, Mississippi. He's had a lot of success actually here in Illinois early on, picking up some wins, and we've been seeing him run a lot of the Illini Bull rings here the last month or so. Michael Ledford, a couple wins in that Royal race car on the Mars Modified Tour, so we'll be looking at see how he does tonight. Daniel Adam stepping aside from the late models, getting in the mod, and he picked up a feature win Friday night over at the Farmer City Raceway. So lots of good cars here tonight. David Strimmy and the 35 here with us tonight. Trevor Neville and that new Lethal chassis looked fast so far this year. Tyler Nicely, the driver to Owensboro, Kentucky, and the Allgaier Motorsports machine tonight. And then, of course, the 66 Cole Fowlway, also from Owensboro, Kentucky. Always great on the bull ring up here. Also, big shout out to Kelly Jones and that 1J. Him and his team came out here with one of the first cars to make laps on the new racing surface here at LaSalle a few weeks ago. And here we go. Our first couple qualifiers look like they're going to make their way out onto the racing surface here. And our first car but he will get the quickest lap in there, 13.926 out of the first four cars. Gene Nicholas, 14.908. Greg Bellier, 14.945. And Dave Lilja in the 15.045. The first cars here in Unity Modified qualifying. There's a good look at 45 there. Out of success, Mississippi. And your next qualifier will be the 75 in driver out of Ohio, California. Welcome back to the LaSalle Speedway. We're running 4 heat races now. We're modified. Some exciting action during the late model we got here tonight with your modified. And heat race number 1 is going to look like this. On the whole, a lot of success in Mississippi. That'll be the 45-8 of Chase Holland. On the outside, it'll be the 48 of Adam Hopper. Row 2, it'll be the 99M of Charlie Moore and the 11N Gene Nicholas out of Arkansas. Row 3 will be Greg Bellier out of Sterlington, Ontario, and the 1, Dave Lilja. And then it'll be Shane Meekum in the 75M and the 60. Light is out, so we'll get back underway. Here we'll see if Chase Holland can continue on. And the yellow will fly. And we've got 3 cars. And we'll see if Shane Meekum or Colin Grace, there's a 21G, can try to get in here on the last 4 laps. So our caution light is out. car. In row 6, it'll be Cole Falloway out of Owensboro, Kentucky in the 66. And on the outside, it'll be Mackinac, Illinois' Trevor Neville. Gene Nicholas and Daniel Adam make up row 7. Row 8 will be Ryan Thomas and Stephen Brooks. Mark Brooks, Tyler Nicely, Bob Pullman, and Landon Miller, your final score. heard about that. I think they're working on it. Lots of talk about it, waiting to see it happen.
The late models got the best of that dude, huh?
About a month ago during the Illini 100.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Huh?
I think so, yeah.
Kind of summed up the show, and once again here tonight, he got out front.
Good job, bud.
Led by,
All right, y'all. Straight up midday, 12 o'clock, Spoon River. We just arrived about an hour ago, I guess. And Chase and Mikey stayed a night here. Yesterday, Chase's generator went out on his motorhome. We never could get it running, so we hooked him up to the generator on his trailer. And then it eventually went out last night. So we pulled in here and gave him a hand and got him fixed up. So now he's got a generator's running on the trailer again for a minute and doing maintenance. You know, he took a pretty good ride on the top last night, so he's got to go over everything real good and make sure he didn't break nothing or anything like that. So yeah, getting after it. We'll be ready to roll here in just a bit. So here we go.